Standard 8 Maths Chapter 15 Introduction to Graph. Hello everyone. So in previous video we have studied about bar graph and pie graph. So in this video we will continue with histogram. So what is histogram? Histogram is basically used is a type of graph which is used to compare the quantities when their values are given in some range. Now what does that mean? Suppose a teacher has given a test in class, okay, which is of 100 marks. A test of 100 mark has been given to the class, and the marks of students they are given in range. Suppose there are 50 students, okay, and we have said 5 students they have scored in between 90 to 100 marks. So this is the range, and 10 students they have secured between 80 to 90 marks. 20 students they have secured between 70 to 80, or this which means number of students they their exact value, because 100 if I have to plot for 100 student or 50 students, so this will be very troublesome to plot or to compare the things. So there we are using this histogram to make the comparison easier, because they in this we are mentioning the range between 90 to 100 marks. There are 5 students, or 70 to 80 marks there are 20 students, and likewise. So basically it is used to compare the things, okay. So now we will have an example like in NCERT 233. So we have given the weights of student or 40%. So weight we have been given in kg, and number of person. So in the range of 40 to 45 we are having 4%. That means 4% they are having their weight in 40 to 40, in between 40 to 45 kgs. So between 45 to 50 there are 12%, okay, and between 50 to 55 there are 13%. Between 55 to 60 there are 6%, and between 60 to 65 there are 5%. So what we have to do, we have to plot this graph, okay. Now again, this is x-axis, this is our y-axis. Now range we are plotting on our this x-axis. So 40 to 45. Now there is one thing, and this is origin. I forgot. This is origin. Now what we are seeing, that range is starting from 40 to 45. Means if we have to plot, if we have to start from 0, we have to take scale somewhere like 0 to 40, then 40. These spaces should be equal. That means if we are taking 0 to 40, so our next interval would have been 80. That has to be equal spacing, okay. Then 0 to then 40, then 80, then 120. So it will be very difficult to plot this graph. Fine. Neither we can take it as like we are starting from 0 and we are doing 10, 20. So neither we can take it as 10, 20, 30, 40 or 50. If we are going to take this scale, what will happen? So first range is 40 to 45. So we have to start with our graph, or our histogram will start from here. So it will look weird. So now what we are doing, we are starting our plotting our points from 40 to 45 here. So we are starting from 40. This is 45. And this is 50. So since we have started from 40 and we are plotting on equal spaces, so we have to put a cranky line or a jag line, okay. So that it means we have started from 40 or some other value, and we are not starting from 0 to 10 or 30 like that. So our starting, so we have to, in such cases where we have to plot some bigger number, and our later on our these spacing are equal, so we can plot some this jag line or this cranky line. It can be put on y-axis also. Suppose some value on y-axis that is to be started from 50. So we cannot start from 50 randomly. So we have to put if we don't have to put this cranky line, then we have to put like this 0 to 50. Then it is 100. Okay, we have to. So in order to avoid this thing, we have put this cranky line. Okay, so we were starting from 45, 50. Then we have 55, then 60, and it is 65. So, and on y-axis what we are doing, 4, 13, 6, 5. So what we are doing here, we are starting from 2, then we have 4, then we have 6, then we have 8, then we have 10 or 12, like this. It's okay to plot 3 or 4 things. So, what it is, between 40 to 45, there are 4%. We have this 40 to 45 interval, okay, and we are having 4%. So, on y-axis, our value will lie somewhere here. So we have to plot like bar graph. It is almost similar to bar graph, but here it is given in the intervals. 40 to 50, it will be, there will be 12%. So 45 to 50, we have 12%. So we are going to plot like this. So similarly, we can plot for other intervals also. I hope this histogram is clear to you. Basically in this, intervals are has to be considered. Okay, now the last type of graph is this, we have line graph. We have line graph. Now we have line graph. Now what is line graph? This is basically used when when a parameter is changing continuously. What does it mean? Suppose there is a motorcyclist, there is a person who is riding a motorcycle, and his speed of his motorbike has been changing every hour, or his speed has been continuously changing. Like he has started his journey at 10 a.m. and his speed was 20 kilometer per hour. Okay, at 11 a.m. it was 25 kilometer per hour. At 12 noon, it was 15 kilometer per hour. At 1 p.m. the speed was 30 kilometer per hour. Okay. So these are the four things we have to plot. That means at every hour his speed has been continuously changing. So these type of things we have plot by the help of line graph. Now how we have to plot? This is our x-axis. Okay, and this is our y-axis, and this is origin at the intersection point. Now on x-axis we are taking the time. We are taking time. It is at 10 a.m. This is 11 a.m. This is 12 noon, and this is 1 p.m. Now on y-axis we have to take the speed, and speed unit will be kilometer per hour. So we have seen that these are 20, 25, 15. So we can start from 10, we have then 20, then we have 30, then we have 40. Okay. Now what will be the scale on y-axis? This one small division equals to 10 kilometer per hour. So what will be the scale on y-axis? It will be, or 1 centimeter equals to 10 kilometer per hour. So this is how we have to mention the scale. Now what is the speed of the motorcyclist at 10 a.m.? It is 20 kilometer. So 10 a.m. this is our value on x-axis, and 20 kilometer is this. So we will plot a dot. Okay. We have to just compare through the lines. So 10 a.m. we have 20 kilometer per hour. At 11 a.m. his speed was 25. So at 11 a.m. 25 will be lie between 20 and 30. It will be somewhere like here. So at 10 a.m. his speed was 25 kilometer per hour. At 12 noon his speed was 15. So 15 will be somewhere 10 between 10 and 20. So it will be here. Okay. At 1 p.m. his speed was 30 kilometers. So 30 is, so these are the different position, or these are the different speeds of the motorcycle at different hours or different time. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to join this point through a straight line. So this is a line graph. Okay, so this is how we have to plot the line graph. I hope this is clear to you. Now we will start up with exercise 15.1. Okay, so you have to practice it on graph paper. Things will be more clear to you, because on board I cannot draw the whole graph containing small squares and 10 equal divisions between them. So better you have to practice on a graph paper. So we have exercise 15.1. Okay. So question number 1, there is a graph. There is a line graph showing different time interval and the temperature of a patient. So I'm directly drawing the graph. Okay, so here this is a graph, this is our x-axis and this is our y-axis. On x-axis we have taken the time. Okay, you have to mention, and this is a 0 or origin. This is 9 a.m, this is 10 a.m, this is 11 a.m, we have 12 noon, this is 1 p.m, and this is 2 p.m, and this is 3 p.m. So his temperature was starting from 35. So I we cannot plot like 1, 2, 3 degree or 4 degree. So we have just started from 34. So in order to do that, I have told you we have to put this jagged line. So we have started our temperature for 34, and y-axis we have put the temperature in degree Celsius. It is 34. This is 35. This is 36, this is 37, and these are the degrees, means 34 degree, 35 degree, 36 degree, and so on. So y-axis pe what we are taking, one on y-axis we have to mention the scale. On y-axis we are taking 1 centimeter is equal to 1 degree Celsius. So this is our scale. So at 9 a.m. His temperature was 35 and 35.5. So it was somewhere between this. So we can plot a dot. At 10 a.m. his temperature was 36. So it is 36 somewhere here. At 11 his temperature was 39. So 39. At 12 noon it was 38.5. At 1 p.m. it was 36.5. This is at 9, 10, 11, 12. This is for 1 p.m. Okay. And 2 p.m. it was same. At 3 p.m. it was 37. So it was nearby. Okay. Now we can join this line. So this is basically the rough idea you can have. Now what was the first part is, what was the patient temperature at 1 p.m. So patient temperature at 1 p.m. Here we have 1 p.m. Now corresponding to this we can find this value on y-axis. So y-axis the value is, it is between 36 and 35 37, it will be 36.5. So temperature at 1 p.m. will be 36.5. Now when was the patient temperature was 38.5. Now we will see 38.5, it is lying here. So corresponding to this value of y-axis we can plot it on x-axis. It has come out to be somewhere 12 noon. So at 38.5 degree centigrade, his temperature got at 12 noon. So third part is, patient temperature was same 2 times during that period. What was these 2 times? Now same temperature, these were like, here it is same, here it is same. So it was 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. At 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. patient temperature was same. What was the temperature at 1:30 p.m.? How did you arrive at this answer? So if I have to check the temperature at 1:30 p.m., here we have 1 p.m., here we have 2 p.m. So in between this, it will be 1:30. Okay, 1:30 temperature was same. So we will find this temperature by plotting this perpendicular line or our y-axis. It will be 36.5 degree. Now during which period did the patient temperature showed an upward trend? Okay, upward trend, which period means his temperature was rising. So it was like 9 to 12. From 9 it was value was 35.5, then it raised to 36, then it raised to 39. After that temperature start declining. So between 9 to 11, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. his temperature was shown an upward trend, or his temperature was increasing. So this was all for this video. Next question we will discuss in our next class. Thank you.